put you up. Good morning, sunshine. Say up. Turn him up. He says up all the time, and I like demand it. He's like, I said up, like, let's just go ahead and, I did pick you up, silly Billy. Silly Billy Bing Bong. Good morning, sunshine. We're about to do the 5th step of preparing for successful goals. All right, so we've done 4 other steps, but before we do that, jump on and say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS, and then share with me something you are grateful for today. I'm grateful for weather, you guys. I'd like to move this to show you guys what it looks like outside. Colorado is like, one of my favorite things about it is that there's such a variety of weather on a continuous basis. Like, I love that about Colorado. But we haven't had a winter yet. So it's mid-December, we've had no snow, in the mountains we have, right? But today, all of a sudden, this storm rolled in, and it's nuts. Like, there's a rainbow, everything's blowing over, like, it's crazy outside. And I'm actually grateful for weather. I love having the variety of weather. So that's my gratitude today. Keeps things interesting. What are you grateful for? And I mean a variety, I guess any weather, but whatever. Okay, and then let's just focus on and share with me, are you guys practicing visioning? We just talked about visioning yesterday. Are you guys doing something to continue to practice that visioning? And share with me any tools or tips that you use to do that. That's part of our miracle morning routine, our savers. All right, step 5, you guys, setting up for successful goals, right? And you might be watching this before the new year, right? Before 2022. And you're about to just slap some goals on a piece of paper and say, here's what I'm going after, but you don't lay the foundation for success. And over the last few lessons, we've gone through talking about things from, what you believe versus what you really believe, how we have self-sabotage, how we can release some of that, going into our action versus what we want versus what we really want, and doing pros and cons lists, all the way to rewiring our brain so that we can lay the groundwork for natural results, for it just to happen in our lives. Instead of just trying and pushing so hard, make it be something that's natural because we retrain our mindsets, right? So now comes to the point of taking action, of actually doing the things. We did identify the goal that we want to do based upon something that we're willing to take action on, if you guys remember that, right? But what does that look like in terms of our plan? And we're going to go into the conversation of having inspired action. And this is so wonderful because I had a call with my team this morning, and I go through this whole thing with the end point being this video right now, taking inspired action, not even realizing we were on the same day, right, as this. And then totally by the end of it, didn't get to that point. So now, here you go, team. We can finally get to the end point. My bad, sorry. Okay. Oh, it's so hot, but it's so good. Okay, so inspired action. I want you guys to that you can practice with this. Identify one of the goals that you have. Choose one of them, maybe the one that you chose in yesterday's lesson. Choose one goal that you want to create or go for in your life. All right, so let's say that one goal is what yesterday was decluttering the house. Should we continue on with that one? I'm gonna do, your goal is to lose 20 pounds. It's just super easy in the context of this conversation. Plus, coming up to the new year, if you are watching it, it's the number one goal that people set, all right? So I want to lose 20 pounds this next year. All right, you've identified your goal. You've been creating your belief. You've been visioning it. You've been seeing it naturally happen for you. Now, what does it mean to take inspired action, and how can you set up for success around that? Inspired action removes, I love this, this is in one of my readings, okay? It removes the fear of failure, of being so tied to your goal that you're strangling the goal, right? You feel like you're just holding on to it so hard, and I'm gonna lose the 20 pounds, I'm gonna lose the 20 pounds, and it's you're swimming upstream, it's just so difficult, right? Inspired action creates this release and comfort and ease in your journey where you're just doing something each day. Inspired action daily. Now, we kind of get it messed up. We get it twisted in our head. We set a goal for earning an extra, 50 grand. You set a goal for losing the 20 pounds. You set a goal for mending your relationship. And you tie yourself to that vision of the end, right? But you don't think about the power of consistency. One of my first and favorite books, you guys, Power of Consistency by Weldon Long, in this realm, all about that consistent small daily action. And when you're so tied to the end vision, when you're so tied to the weight loss of 20 pounds, when you're so tied to the extra 50K, you could almost be so overwhelmed of not knowing where to start or what to do, right? That it creates like anxiety. And the second you run into a bump, the second you run into like a slight problem, right? The one party where you decide to have pizza instead of eat a healthy dinner, all of a sudden shit hits the fan. You're like, never mind, whoop. First sign of failure and you're out. First sign of failure and you're done, right? Because you're not focused on the inspired daily action, you're focused on the end goal, which can create a feeling of negativity if you're not getting as far as you want. Like it's great when it's going great, but when it's not going great, it's not great. You know what I'm saying? So what would this look like in terms of inspired daily action? Okay, and this is going to be a great way for you to redefine your goals. Not redefine your goals, to reevaluate how you intentionally pursue your goals. That's better wording. Reevaluate how you intentionally pursue your goals. So you say that you want to lose 20 pounds, okay? And when you're so focused on that, and you're not thinking of the daily action, you become stagnant in it. Maybe you're frozen, you're not doing anything. Let's just look at it this way. What could help me achieve that? And make a list of all the different things that can help you achieve it. Right? And it can be like a ridiculous brainstorm session, all the different things, right? I could do that lemon cayenne pepper thing. I could do a crazy cleanse. I could join this program. I could join this program. I could, go to the gym twice a day, every single day. I could get my new membership. I could become an instructor or something. That's what I did, right? Teaching classes, like all the extremes, and then also the normal things. I could eat a healthy breakfast. I could move for 20 minutes every single day. I could limit my my trans fats that I take in. I could stop eating crackers and chips, right? I could reduce my eating out to once every other week instead of 3 times a week. I could, right? So you list all, I went outside in the storm, you guys, and I think I ate a load of sand. It's like all in my hair, it's everywhere, so I think I'm choking on sand, it's no problem. Okay, so what are some different things that you could do to achieve that goal, all right? And then you're gonna identify the ones that you are currently open to doing. Maybe you're not super comfortable with them, but you're open to doing these. So I do not want to do 2 a days in a gym ever, by the way, right? I am not going to completely give up my pizza. Like that's not on my list. And I'm not going to do any sort of freaking like lemon cayenne pepper, any cleanse like that. That's going to make me feel, I tried it, did not work. Okay. So what am I willing to do? I am willing to move for 20 minutes a day. I can find 20 minutes that I can figure out how to just at home. I don't know, I'm not gonna get a gym membership, I'm not gonna drive anywhere. I can do that, okay? I will commit to doing my tea that raises my metabolism each morning. It's, you know what, I've tried it before. This is me being you guys, not me being me, because of course I do that, right? But I've tried it before, it's pretty good. I could do that. I'll replace the Starbucks that I usually get with this. Why not save $7, $6 a day, right? And I'll elevate my metabolism. Perfect. And let's see, so I'm willing to do that, move, and I'm going to stop eating chips and crackers. Just start with those different things. Maybe tortillas. I'm gonna throw in this, it's a protein tortilla. Chips, crackers, and tortillas. That's where I'm gonna start. Inspired action. Then each day, you guys, it's not about the end goal and like thinking so far out. Maybe it's 100 pounds you want to lose, right? Where you're thinking so far out that you feel consistently defeated and the sense of failure. Instead, you're operating from a space of inspiration, right? I'm inspired to do this. I'm going to do this for 21 days in a row. For the month of January, I'm going to have my little sheet and I'm going to cross it off. Have you guys ever seen how we cross stuff off and post and share it? There's a reason mentally why we do that. The mental commitment of going in there and like crossing off something and then sharing it for accountability is huge for progress in your life, for mental strength and continuous habit change. So that's where this gets into where inspired action on a consistent basis can change your habits so that eventually these things just show up for you. So let's just say, we'll continue with this example. You do that for the month of January, Okay, by the end of January, literally, you cannot imagine not having your tea in the morning. Like you think about it, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I just saved, what's 6 times 30? I don't know, 660, a couple $100 this month not going to Starbucks. Like I can't, like I actually look forward to having my tea at 7:30 the night before. Oh my gosh, like I did it, guys. I have inspired action that has become my new me. And it's a healthy action that's gonna lead towards my goal. I don't know how much I'm down. I haven't even weighed myself yet, but I know that I took inspired action. I actually crave my 20-minute workout now. My body wants to do that. If I don't do it, I feel like I have this extra energy. Like it seems so natural. And I don't miss crackers and chips and stuff as much as I thought. In fact, my tummy doesn't hurt as much. And I love the protein tortillas that I started having. Now you're ready for some new inspired action. You conquered the first action, you're ready to move into the next step, right? So now that that's a part of me, let me challenge myself a little bit more, right? Maybe at this point, I want to, and then you start to discover like more things that you'd be willing to do, right? I'm gonna do my 2 healthy meals a day. I'm gonna start, having my snack every single day is gonna be cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. I'm going to focus on the 10% protein ratio. I am gonna join that program I was thinking about doing. Whatever it is, you're taking more small steps in the right direction to become the person who naturally shows up like this. This can apply in any way. Okay, so that was just one example with like weight loss. Maybe yours is about finances, right? You want to earn an extra $10,000 this year so you can afford this family vacation. It is nuts out here. I should be doing this in front of the window. You guys won't even watch me. You'll literally just be like watching the weather because it's so crazy. Like everything's just blowing around like nuts. Okay, so like let's just say that it's in the terms of, so you're like, why did you move anything? Now you don't even know what you're doing, Cal, whatever. So let's just say it's in the terms of wanting to earn extra money. Okay, so what are all of the different things that you could do to earn that extra 10 grand? What are all the different ways that you could like do this? Is it getting a raise at your job? Is it proving yourself? Is it getting 15 more clients? Is it building that side business you've been thinking about? Is it starting your Etsy shop? And then when you decide what that is, right, now look at what are all of the actions that you could take that would help you get that goal. All of the different actions, extreme, simple, and then go through and pick just a handful. Okay, so I'm going to stay 30 minutes late every single day. I'm going to make 10 additional sales calls. And I am going to maybe show up differently to my peers at work by going and greeting each one of them with a good morning sunshine before the day starts, just to create better office morale. It's going to help with everything, right? Maybe that's your inspired action initially. Yeah, but mom, you do that, right? And then after time, once that becomes a natural part of who you are, then you're able to elevate and move through to new inspired action that's going to continue getting results. Now, it passes pretty quickly with oh, nice. I'm wondering, like Catherine, I'm like, it's absolutely crazy. It's been going for a good 25 minutes so far here. Nuts. Okay. So as you look at this is I believe that with his last 5 videos, you guys have the foundation for setting up for some successful goals, right? And as you step into this with this final piece, you'll walk away with this list. Here's the 1, 2, 3 things that I want to accomplish. If you have not done this before, start with 1 so that you can feel successful, feel empowered about forward movement, okay? And pick your couple things, your 1 to 3 inspired actions you're going to do on a daily basis until those are comfortable. Once they're comfortable, you need to move back out of your comfort zone to something that's not, right? So once you've conquered that, perfect. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do this. Here's what I'm going to add on, right? The beautiful thing about this is instead of your thoughts and your body and your life being consumed with, am I going to achieve it? Am I going to achieve it? Why isn't it moving as quick as I am? Why am I not making the 10,000 already? Why, like whatever, right? Instead of having those negative emotions built around the experience, now you're celebrating because you literally worked out for 20 minutes and you're like, yes, I did it. I'm a champion. I did it again, right? Next day, yes, I did it. I did it. I'm a champion. I did it again. And as you celebrate each one of those pieces, like this is where I always say, like, you're just gonna like turn around one day and like you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, Like, not only did I lose the 20 pounds, I never knew that I could achieve that. I didn't know I could get a six-pack. I've had so many clients that do that. We're like, what? That's possible, right? Or you just turn around, you're like, dude, not only do I have $10,000 extra in my account, but I'm making an extra $500 every single month because I built that business I was talking about, right? I landed that one like account that's amazing for me, right? My Etsy shop is blowing up. And it's not because you were pressuring it, you were strangling it, you were like, oh, so hard to your goal. Instead, it's because you're relaxed through inspired action. So last thing that I want to do here, you guys, we always commit at the end. So commit to like actually making a list of your inspired action that you're going to take. If you're willing to share that, you will inspire other people. So that could say, in 2022, I am going to go here. Here's my initial inspired action. I'll be like, what does that even mean? You can share. They can go through these same steps and have positive results. Wouldn't the world be a better place if all of us had a little bit more positive results and we were happier about our lives, right? We would show up differently to everything. So you guys, thank you so much for being here on this goal prepping, not even goal setting, I guess we didn't get that at the end, right? But this goal prepping adventure. I hope that it helps you in moving forward in your life. I love you all so much. I'm gonna storm watch for a few more minutes here and see what the heck happens. Like, I'm just gonna, here, just while we end, I'm gonna take you guys out here because it is quite funny. There's everything just blown all over the place. So, you're like, yes. Oh, I don't want to open that, do I? Yeah, I have to, or you guys can't see. Bah! Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh, all over the place. These were all slap, of course. Oh, beautiful. Love it. Okay, guys, you're wonderful. Thanks for joining. Now my hair's wet. Awesome. Good morning, sunshines, and goodbye. Thank you, love. See you soon.